and welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige and this is Pages with Paige, and this is the week 5 owls vlog and the beginning of May. Where is time going? Anyway, I didn't check in yesterday because I did not read anything. It is now 6:30 in the morning on Tuesday the 28th of April. I have not slept, which seems to be a running theme. I've got a lot on the to-do list today and I'm not sure that I'm going to get it all done because I feel like if I go for a run I'm going to crash at 8:30. But at the same time, I didn't go running yesterday because I slept from 3 AM till 1:30 PM. And then I don't like running during when people can see me. It's not pleasant for anyone involved. And I know it's just like a subconscious thing, but I'd just rather go in the mornings or like at a time when I'm less likely to run into people. So yeah, I'm gonna head off on my run. It will only be like, it's only half-hour run. It's nothing crazy. It will kill me though because I am unfit as all buggery. And then I'm gonna come back and shower and wash my hair, which is desperately needed to happen. Okay, all suited up. Well, I'll come back, do yoga, have some breakfast, and then go and shower. These are long ass vlogs and I don't know like who would want to watch through the whole thing, so I'm just doing it for me really. But yeah, I've got like master's work I need to get done. I want to film at least 2 videos, and just other random bits and pieces. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I will be back a little bit after 7, probably around 10 past. I won't check in when I come back because if you did watch last week's, you would have seen just how badly I died. And I'm really not sure what my reading plans are for this week because I've decided to postpone my reading of The Dark Vault by V. Schwab so I can read it with April and Cara at another point in time, but that is not going to be for a while, so I don't know what I'm going to be reading. So we'll decide when we get there. I figured I'd like talk about what I was going to read in May earlier than May because you're not going to see the vlog before I put up my TBR anyway, so it's like yeah. So I'm going to go off. I'm just procrastinating because it's not warm outside and I don't want to do this, but I do want to do it. Pray for me. When you're starting on a fitness journey, it's so overwhelming seeing all these people just like, because like I run past other runners and they look like they know what they're doing and I just get this sense of, oh God, why am I doing this? Like this isn't like my thing, and I just feel very self-conscious about the fact that I'm just starting out. And I think like, I just wanted to say like, wherever you are in life, if you're just starting out at something, like keep going with it. I know it's overwhelming and scary because I'm going through it now with this. But I also know that it will pay off in the end, and you just have to believe in yourself that what you're doing is the right thing for you. And even if you constantly see other people achieving higher goals than where you're at, just know that you don't know their story either, and just take your time. Do it your own pace, do it your own way, and you'll get there. And that's more just a pep talk to myself because I was feeling really disheartened that I didn't manage to do the full run by 30 whole seconds. So yeah, that's just me saying to myself in the future, like, I know I'll look back at this at the end of the week and go, oh yeah, like, look how much you've accomplished in just a week. So yeah, good luck with whatever your journey is, if you're starting one or if you're progressing through one or not interested in doing one, whether it be fitness or any other ambition in life. I found that quarantine's just a good time for me to start. I'm just in a very transitionary phase of my life, so now's the time to start making those changes and taking the risks that I want to take, because I have the time and the capabilities to be able to do it. So I know that a lot of people are way busier than when quarantine wasn't happening, but my situation is rather fortunate, and so I'm going to take this opportunity to plant the seeds. I'm not expecting to become like a fitness guru or the biggest booktuber in this period of time. I'm just going to plant the seeds to start making the changes in my life. And like, if you are too stressed or too worried, that's totally okay. You just do you. And I'm just going to do me. And since I'm vlogging, I might as well document it and my thoughts. So yeah, I am going to go have breakfast and a shower because I feel gross, but also good. Hey all, sorry I didn't check in at all today. I showered and got ready and then completely threw my plans out the window to go and get supplies from around town and sort of plateaued. I was just so tired. I ended up falling asleep while FaceTiming April. So it was love. And she was kind enough. She was like, oh, we'll deal with this later. We were playing Animal Crossing. And yeah, so I really lost motivation in doing anything. I did end up starting to edit my physical TBR, which I'm really excited for because I'm making progress in it, which I didn't think would be as easy as it's actually turning out to be. Like, it's not easy. It's time consuming and it's detailed, but I still feel really good about it. I did get a lot of little tasks done, but not the big tasks that I was hoping for, aside from going for a run and doing yoga and showering and washing my hair. But that's 3 things. So whenever I have like a bad mental health day, not that today was a bad mental health day, I was just tired because I haven't slept since 1:30 yesterday, aside from my like mini naps today by accident, but they were all like 20-minute micro naps, if that. But yeah, so floating around doing that editing sort of stuff. Tomorrow I have quite a few big tasks that I need to start on, so that will be interesting. But I figured I'd come on and talk about my reading. So I'm currently 30% of the way into Desperate Measures by Katee, which is a romance smart novel between Jasmine and Jafar. It plays with consensual non-consent, which I find really interesting and haven't actually read before, so I'm enjoying the power dynamics. They've also modernized and aged up our characters, so I think it works really well. And yeah, I can see why a lot of people enjoy it. So what I'm gonna do is I've got my May TBR on my lap. So this is just like my necessaries, I suppose, that I want to be hitting. And I'm thinking I will focus on finishing Desperate Measures on my Kindle and maybe read 1 or 2 volumes of fairy tale manga, which I absolutely love. So I need to download those from Kindle Unlimited. And then my first thing I'm gonna check off on my list is going to be Record of a Spaceborn View by Becky Chambers. I'll start this on the 1st of May. I'm gonna dive straight into this because I really want to finish it sooner rather than later. And then if I finish that, I would love to make some progress either into Return of the King or Dance with Dragons. I have books sliding off my lap. Either of these would be good because this is my big book for the month, and this is for Medievalathon. Record of a Spaceborn Few is also for Medievalathon. And yeah, I'm just curious to see how it all wraps up. I also have here a mammoth stack of series continuations for Finishathon. So I really don't know how my reading's gonna go this month. I've got like the ones that I want to read, and then I've got my Believathon TBR. That's actually not the main, that's my extras. So yeah, I really need to figure out like what I'm doing, because this is intense. Like 2, 4, 6, 7, and then I have, oh, I also want to finish Other Life by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller, I think. So my goals for the end of April is to read Fairy Tale and Desperate Measures, and then I can dive into one of these stacks. So yeah, sorry for my ramblies. If you wanna let me know down below what book I should pick up for this coming week, because by the time this is up, the week will be over. And let me know which one from my stack I should be prioritizing next. That would be great. And yeah, I will check in with you tomorrow. Hello, so I'll check in a minute, but I just wanted to show you something. Just finished filming my TBR, and I think that gives a pretty good summation of what I'm going through next month. Believathon, want to get to, and then those two are just extras, so I don't have to get to either of those. But yeah, damn, pray for me. Hello, I will check in. I haven't done that yet. I've actually had a really productive day, so I've been doing that. But just want to jump on. I passed my assignment that I lost my brain over in the other vlog. So, yes, so happy. Thank God. I was looking back, like watching myself create everything, and I was like, oh yeah. And then I looked at the comments and I was like, I did discuss that, and then I never did it. Good choice. Anyway, yeah, I'll check in with a few. I just want to finish off what I was doing first. Hello! Okay, time for check-in. So, my goals for today were to go to Centrelink to make sure that I have money coming in during COVID, do one section of Masters, film my TBR, edit my TBR, and upload my TBR. You will have hopefully already seen, because I want to post it tomorrow. I haven't got around to editing or uploading it yet, just because it's taking a while to upload from my phone to my computer, so I'm like, yeah, okay, we're just doing other things in the meantime. But I did go to Centrelink, I did do Masters work, I did film my TBR and a tag, and then I've had water today, which is impressive, working on my second bottle now, and I cooked dinner, like, it's so bad. I should not need to be proud of the fact that I cooked food, but I am. And like, it's seriously basic stuff, which Cookie and I, we just don't go near each other. So the fact that like I made corn and veggies and actually cooked them right on. Who is she? I don't know her. The first time I've had a fresh vegetable in God knows how long. I've been using the packets of veggies, which are fine. Like, that's what I live off. But it was also kind of nice having proper, like, make it your own pride food thing. Yeah. Reading update, I have none. I have sort of fallen out of momentum with the reading, and I think it's because I've read so much this month that I'm just burnt out, and then knowing I've got all of that, I'm just like, I just want to get started on that, but also I don't want to because it's not May, but then So I'm not reading anything. I do want to snuggle into bed with Desperate Measures, the Jafar and Jasmine retelling, and finish that off by the end of the month. I was going to download some fairy tale volumes from Kindle Unlimited, but I haven't done that as of yet because I can't remember the last volume number that I read. So yeah, my goal for tonight is to get the TBR edited. If I can be bothered, I'll upload it, but if it gets too late, it's already 7:38. If it gets too late, it does take a while, and so I'll just leave it for tomorrow morning. And then tidy up that and my back room, and I should do the dishes. And I also need to catch up on booktube books. Ooh, so many things. And then my book. I'm glad I've got the main things done. So like, if I get nothing else accomplished tonight, I'm happy with what I've done today. There are just so many like other little bits and pieces that I want to get done, which I can do tomorrow, like no biggie. Tomorrow it's like master's work again. If I can film, I'll film something else. Yeah, that's basically it. So it's like, I've got time. I do not need to stress. I do not need to worry. But it hits like 6 o'clock at night, and then I'll finally get the momentum to do things. And I'm like, where was this energy 6, 7, 8 hours ago? Do I know? No, I don't. Anyway, fingers crossed I remember to check in and actually like update you on what I decide to do and what happens with reading and whatnot. I just wanted to check in because I'm really proud of it. It's so sad that I am so proud of something so basic, and yet I am, and I'm going to revel in that pride. I'm gonna go figure out what I want to do, and I should shower and take my makeup off. That would be the smart thing to do. But I'm feeling really pretty. I love this jumper. Let me know, what's your favorite item of clothing? Is it like sentimental, or is it the color of it or the shape of it, and you just put it on and you just go, this is my shit, because this is my shit. Comfy, vibrant, and this was a random impulse purchase. Like, I was not going to get anything, and I walked past and I was like, oh, that's nice. I don't wear red. I should, but normally I don't, so yeah, fun fact. Alright, I'm rambling. Hey my loves, so I have tidied up and done a couple other things. I did end up editing until 10:15, I think, and it's now 10:30, so I'm just going to do a yoga session and then head to bed with my Kindle and hopefully be asleep by 11:30 so I can get up nice and early tomorrow. I also just remembered that it's cozy reading morning, but it will finally be cozy reading night for me tomorrow, so I will figure what I'm going to do in the afternoon because I am so excited for it. But that also means that what I had planned now needs to happen sooner so I can enjoy cozy reading night and like get a head start on my TBR. Yes. I'll also talk through what I'm going to aim to read by the end of the week. So I'll check in with you then. Bye. Hello, so final check-in for the night. I just read a chapter of Desperate Measures and damn, this is not Disney. I'm really enjoying the dynamics that are playing out, and yeah, it's hard to say, like, because there isn't much of a plot at the moment. It's just introducing the characters and what they like. But they have mentioned Hades, so I'm excited to see his character introduced because Hades is one of my favourite characters, both in mythology and in the Disney Hercules. So, yeah. It's so intense, but not many conflict. But anyway, yeah, an hour till end of owls. I did complete my owls, having read Be Not Far From Me earlier in the month, which counted for charms. But yeah, it's so weird how quick this month went. I think maybe like month-long readathons cause the months to speed up maybe. And there were so many live shows, and it's been a really fabulous month for booktube. But yeah, I'm going to go to sleep now, and I will check in. Hello, I just finished filming after an hour and a half. My back hurts. That was intense. Why did I think this was a good idea? Also, I've had the heater off for that time, so I am a frozen popsicle, hence why I'm now sitting in front of the heater. I've got quite a bit of uni work done. Cozy reading night is still an hour and a bit away, so I don't have to worry about much. My plans for Cozy reading night are essentially to read Record of the Spaceborn Few. If I feel like breaking it up, I might read The Lord of the Rings, which is on script. A Dance of Dragons is also on script, and I feel like I should start that because I left my longest book till the end of the month, last month, and I didn't end up reading it, so. But April and Kara said they were buddy reading it, so sometimes, so I'll jump in on that. I'm not going to read it, I'm just waiting for friends because it's chunky and I want support. Yeah, so I keep looking over at my trolley, which is just beside my bookcase. So yeah, I'm really conflicted about what I want to read. So yeah, I think I'll just go with Record of a Spaceborn Few, blast that one out, and then decide what I want to read next later. I do know that I really want to get to Return of the King for the narrative, and I want to get to Game of Thrones because I want to finish it. Oh, Other Life on my Kindle. Okay. We're desperate. Dang it! Hello, back again. We were just helping April decide, and yeah. I still haven't decided what I want to read, and it's in an hour, and I'm not editing. What's if I do? So, first priority is I'm gonna go make some lunch. I'm really thinking, I feel like ham, cheese, tomato, and onion on toast. So I'm gonna do that. Then, if I have time, I'll edit something. Do I want to do? Because I've got like videos in reserve, and I'm like, how do I booktube? So yeah, tomorrow is no uni. I'm making Saturdays, oh my eye looks so sore. I'm making Saturdays a no uni day, and probably Sundays as well, and just doing it during the working week. So tomorrow I'm going to edit and upload my wrap up, which I just filmed, edit 7 on Sunday, which is going up on Sunday the next day, and then I have to edit this vlog in its entirety, and then I still have my physical TBR. Conflict, what do I do? So yeah, I'm not sure how I want to play this out. I think for Cozy reading night I will do Record of a Spaceborn Few because that's the one I'm most interested in, and if I get bored I will then switch to either Desperate Measures or Other Life on my Kindle. I think I need food, so I will check in with you later. We have been introduced to Meg, and I am dying. I am dead. I am dead. And I need to read the second book ASAP, because feelings. Yeah, so read 2 chapters of Desperate Measures, and I still have a little bit of tea left, so I'm going to watch a YouTube video and then go to sleep, because it's 12:30 and I'm tired, and I don't want to completely mess up my sleep schedule again. Help. Those moments when you realise you should have brought your tripod into the bedroom. Good morning. It is now 8:15 in the morning on Saturday the 2nd of April. I just had my alarm wake me up, and I'm kind of thankful because I was having a nightmare, so I'm awake and alert. However, it is 0 degrees outside. It is literally freezing. And my house is so cold that I usually need to turn the heater on, and then run back to my bed and wait for my house to warm up before I can leave my bed. But because I'm so sore from yesterday's exercise, I don't think I can run. I've been moving myself very slowly, and yeah, I'm in pain. My back and my thighs have been murdered. So yeah, that's fun. Essentially I'm just laying here, and if I move, there is just cold all around me. So I don't want to move. But I also want to read, and I've sort of lost the motivation to watch booktube videos because I have so many, and it's just become a bit overwhelming. So, yay. Oh no. Oh no. So I'm thinking my plan is I just have to suck it up and run and put my Uggies and a jumper on, turn on the heater, and then run to the kitchen and get some hot breakfast into me, methinks. But yeah, I'm so snuggly. Help. Half of me is like, do I just go back to sleep? And then I'm like, nah, you're awake. And knowing my luck, my nightmares usually continue. Regardless, it will have to be the next night before I can fall back asleep. And even then, they still pick up sometimes. And it's like, no, don't do this to me. I thought I was done with this. But yeah, this some bullshit. So, I think, yeah, I'm gonna go turn the heater on. And I'll take my Kindle out. Maybe read a chapter and then decide what I want to do. I put on another jumper over my PJ shirt, and then a jacket and a beanie, and now I'm putting on my fingerless gloves. I'm sitting in front of the heater. I have Weet-Bix, I got my Kindle, I got my phone. We're good for a good morning. I think I'm going to start editing around 9:30, 10ish, I think. And so just have the morning to just do whatever I want, because I do have lots of little fiddly tasks today, and then the big editing chunks, so just want to take the morning to get myself comfortable. And yeah, so I'll check in with you later. Hello, I'm half laying on my beanbag, half on the floor, but I'm in front of the heater and it is so nice. It just hit 10 AM and I've caught up on a little bit of booktube, not much, and I did manage to read up to 55% of my Kindle book of Desperate Measures, and so I'm really enjoying that. They've just gone to the underworld, and Lord help me. I need Jesus back in my life because holy dooly. I'm loving it though. So yeah, it was really interesting. And I think like I'm just gonna keep that as the main descriptor for this book. It's just really interesting. Also, sorry about the shaking. Laying down, I couldn't really set up the tripod over my face. So I'm gonna go make a cup of tea and heat up a heat pack and put it under my ass because just my legs in general are screwed, but my butt seems to be hurting from stretches and squats. So yeah, let's do that and get to editing. So see you in a while, crocodile. Hello, so I'm now at my desk. Finally, it's 12:30 and I have a heat pack behind my back. I've got water and I'm just going to dive into editing my wrap up so I can get that uploaded. There was something. Yes. So I ended up reading 30% of Desperate Measures, so I'm now 65% of the way through, and some good shit right there. So I've watched some booktube, I've done my Animal Crossing dailies, I've read some of Desperate Measures, and now I'm ready to focus and get this up. But yeah, I'm very pleased, and I love having this heat pack on my very achy back. So I will check in with you later. Hello. So I just took a break from reading because my wrap up went live. So yeah, that's now up. I'm currently reading Desperate Measures. Being on 74%, half of me is tempted just to keep reading and see how much I can get done tonight. But I also really want to continue reading Record of a Spaceborn Feud, which is actually on my TBR, not this. We'll just keep going with this because once it's done, then I can like feel better and not be thinking about it. So I'm finding that I'm like conflicted. I want the plot, but then when they do the thing, it's good. So then I'm like, yes. And then it goes back to plot. And I'm like, yes. Overall, this is just a really good book. I'll either set up an ASMR room or just continue watching booktube while reading. I'm watching everyone's vlogs and I have 40 on my watch later list. So I'm like, ooh. And more are going to be released on Monday. It never ends. Anyway, I'm going to go and keep reading. Don't get me wrong, like, I know this is problematic. Very, extremely, highly problematic. It's also fiction. But Jafar is just so sweet. I can't deal. And this book is going to wreck me. I wasn't expecting the feelings. I was expecting the smut. I got the smut. But I also got the feelings. High quality. High quality. Back to the smut. Whew. What? It got introduced earlier, and I didn't know if they'd take it that way. But they're taking it that way. Yeah. Also, my little bisexual heart is thriving right now. Nope, don't like this. Nope. I can't stop reading. It's so addictive. Yes! Oh my god, this book's a fucking ride. I finished Desperate Measures. Were you meant to see that ending coming? I didn't. I'm happy, but I didn't. I'm marking it as a 4 on Goodreads, but it is so close to being a 5-star read. It'd be like 4.5 or 4.75. It was so good, and the plot and the romance and the feelings and Meg and Hades and I just want to throw my TBR out the window and read them all. but I can't. It is 10:10 on the 2nd of May, and I think I'm going to stay awake for a little bit longer. I haven't got through half as much booktube as I would like to, but I'm very much in the mood to read Record of Spaceborn for you. So I'm halfway, and I think I might make a cup of tea and maybe read for an hour listening to the audiobook. Might see if I can actually load it up on my computer, because it had 4 times speed on my laptop, so if I can get that on my computer and then just follow along, my headphones should reach while I'm down here. Yeah, so I'll go make tea and load up on my computer and see how we go. I can't get over that book. Oh, feelings! Help me, I'm feeling, and I'm so single. I'm so single, I have Wi-Fi signals on my head. Hello. So, Audible's not working on my computer. I can't be bothered trying to get my laptop loaded because it didn't work for long last night, so I'm just going to listen on my phone. So I've got my tea, I got my book, I got my headphones in, and I'm ready to listen and laugh. Fingers crossed. I was laughing a lot last time I read this, so that's fine. I didn't need my feelings. I'm now up to page 280. And I'm feeling things. Oof dear. That sort of hit home. She knew better than to get dragged along by ifs in situations like these, and she shut that line of questioning down. The guilt lingered even so. Ghosts were imaginary, but hauntings were real. If that sums up how I'm feeling. It's after 11:30, and half of me just wants to finish it. It's less than 100 pages, I think. Yeah. But it's also late, and I want to get up early-ish and go for a run. By the time I get ready for bed. I haven't done yoga today. I think I might just go to bed and finish this tomorrow once I've edited and uploaded my next video. I will chat with you in the morning. Hello, my loves. It's now 12:30 on Sunday, the 3rd of April. I slept in hardcore. I'm trying to play catch up on booktube, and so I realized that my remaining priorities are all audiobooks. So that's forced me to pick up Other Life on my Kindle by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller, which I'm so thankful for because I keep putting it off. So I've read 6% of that this morning whilst listening to some booktube, because I don't want to listen to my audiobooks. I don't want to physically read the books that I have audiobooks for if I could be physically reading something else that I can then listen to booktube with, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know, I'm in a little bit of a weird headspace today, and honestly I just need to kick myself up the ass and get going and doing things, but I just don't want to, and that's creating a lot of mental tension, I suppose, because I'm like, you should be doing this, but you're not, and then just aggravating myself. And I was thinking back to the video that I recorded earlier in the week, where I was saying just do your journey at your own pace, and I know that I should be running or doing some form of exercise today, because Sunday is the day that I do it, and I would like to keep it up. And I don't have an excuse for not doing it, but I'm also not doing it. And so then I'm like, but we'll get there. I think I'm just I've been in a slump the past 2 or 3 days, I think. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get out of it. My 3 main goals for today are to edit and upload 7 on Sunday, do the dishes, and go for a run. And then an extra bonus one, I should say, if I get those 3 things done, will be to finish off Record of a Spaceborn Few by Becky Chambers, because I have less than an hour's reading time to finish that off. So yeah, I might hold myself to that. So I'm gonna go make a cup of tea, turn my computer on, and let's start my day, shall we? Feels good just chatting it out to someone. I know I will be FaceTiming Cara and April later, so we'll see how that So I just wanted to follow up from the last running where I was talking about doing it at your own pace. I managed to really pace myself well today, and I completed the run that I struggled with, and I took it at my own pace. And I think it's like so important that we just take the time for ourselves and do it the way that we need to do it. That's why I love doing the couch to 5k, because it's interval training, but you still set the pace. So I'm nowhere near running 5k, I'm only running 3.2, but I'm so happy with the fact that I can maintain a consistent speed. And it's just building up my endurance. And I build it up every time I run, so I'm still really out of breath. And I'm just gonna do it warm down yoga, or post-run yoga, and then go shower and wash my hair, do the dishes, upload a video, all good fun things. I really just wanted to be able to sit down and read soon, so then I can close off the vlog when I finish Record of a Spaceborn Few, if I do manage to finish it today. Yeah, what's the time? Alexa, what's the time?
It's 4:07 p.m.
So it's 4:07, so hopefully I'll be sitting down and being able to read by maybe 6:30. That would be really nice. So yeah, I will check in with you later. Bye. Hello my loves. So I'm just here to wrap up this week since it's after midnight and we're starting a new week. So this week was a pretty slow reading week for me, which is totally cool. I think with end of the month and not having anything left on my TBR to then a new month, I was just like floating in between deciding what I wanted to do. So I did read Desperate Measures by Katee on my Kindle, and I gave that a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was fantastic. You probably would have seen my feelings towards the end of it. I thought that it was a good balance between romance and plot. Could have done with a little bit more of both, maybe. I just had a fantastic time reading it. I can understand why people would be put off by it, but that wasn't my experience with it at all. They also have a daddy baby girl sort of communication, and that was the only thing that really unsettled me, mostly because like she's been taken from her father and now she's calling you daddy. But then looking into the relationship, I saw that it was different from that, and that was just me imposing my own feelings onto it. And when I got over that, it was really good. And yeah, so I read that, and then I finished off tonight Record of a Spaceborn Few by Becky Chambers, and I loved this. This series has just filled me with so much joy, and I think what I get out of it most is the fact that it's exploring a way of being human without necessarily being human. And you know, how we need to work as a society to make things better and to listen to other people's beliefs and understand their way of thinking. Even if you don't change your own, that's fine, but you still need to be able to have those conversations and to be able to listen to others. And I think that this whole series articulated this perfectly. This really didn't have a plot, and it wasn't following anyone of major concern aside from Tessa from the second book, I think. But it was, I think, if I was going to critique this at all, which, no, 5, the relationship between the characters throughout the books is quite different. And I felt that there wasn't enough drawing it between the 3 to make it a cohesive series. But not reading it, I sort of approached each of them as standalones, or companion novels, rather than a continuation. Yeah, it's still following the same characters or relatable characters. It's still in the same universe. It's still got all of the series tying it together, but it's really exploring the same concept in 3 different ways, and I loved it. So yeah, I think there were some great quotes and my feelings got hurt. So yeah, love that. What did I start? I also read, I think maybe 6% of Other Life by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller on my Kindle. So I'm going to keep going with that next week. So essentially every book that I have on my TBR, aside from Other Life, I have an audiobook too. So if I want to listen to BookTube, or yeah, just if I want to listen to BookTube, the physical read I need to have in front of me would be Other Life, because I want to keep listening and reading along with every other book, and that forces me to pick up Other Life. I do enjoy it, it just takes a minute to get into, and only being 6% of the way in, I'm still like, whoa, it's been a bit between books, so I just need to get my bearings again. But once I get my bearings, I know I'll really enjoy it, unless it's a crappy ending, so fingers crossed we don't have another repeater scar. But yeah, next week I will continue on with Other Life, and I'm starting my buddy read with Jaxie Jax Reads. She's on Instagram, I'll leave it linked below, and yeah, she will be reading 20 pages a day, but I'm going to read 40 up to the halfway mark, just so she can read it throughout the entire month. But I'm going to take the 2 weeks for Readathon off reading it, and then we'll be able to play catch up and discuss after. So I'll be reading it for this first full week and then the last week of the month. So yeah, really keen for that. I'm still deciding what else I want to pick up, because Other Life and Muse will not be everything, but I think I'll leave that for next week's vlog. So thank you so much for watching. If you would like to leave a like or a comment, I'd greatly appreciate it, and subscribe if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of this mess. And yeah, let's build up this little bookish family, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!